Hi, this is Bill Kuhn with Hospital Facility Services. You can find us on the web at www.hospitalfs.com. And I'm just going to give a short video here on how to switch dryers on an Amico air compressor system. This is the panel on your HMI. You'll need to go in here and go to dryer control. As you can see, it says dryer 2 is online. Well, here are our dryers, tall white towers on the side. As you can see, dryer 2, the valves are open coming in and open going out. And on dryer 1, which is currently idle, the dryer valves are closed. What you'll need to do is you'll need to crack the supply valve slowly and slowly let air into the dryer until it's at full capacity. Then you'll need to open the output valve to the dryer. This will be causing a flow, which will go over your dew point sensor, which is a silver sensor located here. The valve is partially open just to control airflow over it. You just need a little bit of air going over the sensor to get an accurate reading. Once you've switched those, you go to the dryer control and you switch from dryer 1 to dryer 2. This is a touch screen, so you can just touch it. After you've completed that, you'll see a spike in the dew point, which on our home screen is located here. So the dew point will become higher, and that's normal, and you'll hear the dryer purging air out in bursts of air. After you have them switched over, you can go ahead and isolate the dryer that was active by closing the valves, the output valve and the intake valve. Go ahead and close those off. We don't want any pressure on the dryer while it's sitting dormant. To relieve pressure, you can look at the bottom of the filter housing here. And there's a little nipple, and you can just turn that to relieve the pressure, and you'll see on the regulator gauge the pressure dropping. That's all you really need to do is switch dryers. Amico recommends that you switch dryers monthly. There's usually a tag on the system saying to do that, do such. The other thing I like to check for, since we're talking about dew point, is I like to check for any moisture coming out of the system. I do a visual check of any areas where moisture might come out, such as these solenoid valves that are on timers that will automatically purge moisture and purge air out. There's also a automatic solenoid valve on your receiver tank, but I like to bump the receiver tank valve open a little bit to see if there's any moisture in there, and if there is, just let it out and close it. Next thing I like to do is check the bottom of the dryers. You'll see the little mufflers there. That's where the air gets purged out, and you'll hear bursts of air coming out when it's drying. One thing to note, when the dryer is at a dew point of minus 25 or lower, the system will go into an idle mode, and it will not be purging any air unless it gets to, I think the factory setting is minus 22. So at minus 22, the dryers will automatically start kicking on and drying and purging air. This one also has a dew point alarm, which you can see in the setup, unit alarms, and it's set at 35. You can easily change this by just clicking on it and changing the value. That's my short video on how to switch dryers on an Amico medical air compressor. Again, any of your medical gas equipment needs, please find us on the web, www.hospitalfs.com. Thanks, and I hope this video is helpful.